Hey guys, I know it's been a long time, and you've all been really anxious to see the bike after I got it rebuilt. I apologize for it taking so long. There are a couple of reasons for that. Namely, it took me a while to get some of the decals done. I had to have a lot of them custom made, and there were a couple that, frankly, I had to take a 2,000-mile trip to get easily. But I got it done, and it runs great. It's got a little bit of a hiccup to it, but it's normal for VFRs. But anyway, without further ado, I will go get it and ride it on in here and give you guys a quick tour. So, as you can see, or you should be able to see, it is all flat black, and the decals, almost all of them, are reflective. There's several. They're both sides are the same. In fact, the only ones that aren't reflective is this one, and then there's another one of those that you probably won't be able to see, maybe right here. The paint job is not quite perfect. It wasn't terribly expensive as far as paint jobs go, but you know, when you're changing colors on a bike, there's probably going to be some issues. But I had to go with a little vanity here. Got the Honda wing replaced. I thought about leaving Honda across the bottom, but changed my mind pretty much the last second. The dragons come from the Dragon. Of course, you know what that one is. And then down here, you've got the John Player Special logo, which is the company that basically debuted the black and gold paint scheme for I think it was in the 70s for a Formula One car. It might even have been in the 60s. But I've got some gold Pazzo levers, brand new grips. I'm going to replace the bar ends, but that can wait a little bit. That's a bug. But yeah, there she is. You can see I've got, I don't know if how many of you know, but this strip right here is Velcro for my spot tracker, which I used when I went to Deal's Gap. And I think it was mostly just people on Twitter and Facebook that actually got to follow it. But that's life. And I thought about having all these little bolts made gold, but they're not real noticeable, and there's not a whole lot of them. I wish I could have had the frame done in black, but that would have cost a freaking fortune. Eventually, I'm going to have the brake pedal and the gear shift and the kicker panel there, or plate rather. I'm going to get those done, probably powder coated in flat black. I kind of want to get a heat shield because that son of a bitch gets hot as fuck. But yeah, there you go. Not all the parts were replaced. I did put my new gear shift on. The brake pedal, if you look at it, is still slightly bent. And is actually livable. I've got another one in there somewhere. But I'm not terribly worried about it right now. In fact, the only thing I really had to replace was one of the mirrors. I don't remember which. Dan gave those to me. Dan Moto 73. So thank you, Dan. It's got new turn signals on it, which took a lot of tinkering to get them to fit because they actually changed quite a bit with the turn signals. These are stock turn signals, but they're for an 06, and the internals are way different. So the light bulb was actually basically held in there with a hope and a prayer. Other than that, the only new piece on here is the front fairing, which was I actually bought in what they call asphalt black, which has a it's flat black, but it's got a little bit of silver specks in it, metallic specks. Actually looks really good. And I wanted to have the whole bike done in asphalt, but the gas tank cost like $750, and that would have blown my budget. As it stands, I actually came out a few $100s on top after everything was said and done. So I'm happy. It is definitely a very mean looking bike. But yeah, there you go. That's the new ride. Actually, it's the same ride, just a different color.